into December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yellow. 180. Check. Color. Check. Fresno. Blue dot Corpus. Shoot.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Pull it together. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mahomes now on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Check 43.
Now McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Shifts by him. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Reggie Ragland able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
You draw quarters. Out, 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 out. Get down, get down.
Now Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tries a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The Chiefs have 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. What up, team spin? Check the backer, check the backer.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Exit.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Bomber, 22, check bomber.
Yellow.
19, Mike 19. I smell
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And It's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Now, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. 49, check 49. Low. Check three.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Check 61. Matchbox right.
That's us.
One. Raider 1. Hey, 734. 2. Hey, Foxtrot. Express.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 bucks.
Kill.
Check it out, read.
Smooth.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
All day, baby. Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Raider 1.
Check three.
Hey, exit. Hand me. Undercut. You're mine.
Shit. Kill.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Tie down. Tight dog. Well, Gumbo.
Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Catch is made by Hurd. 23 yards the pickup there. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, Just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Express, 637. Hey, Echo.
Rip right.
Later 8.
Mike, 40.
Throwing again. Carr. And that's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, Haywood. Express.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down, Raiders.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Silver. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Later 9.
Right here, 41 Mike. Watch the run. Mike.
Express.
41. Quit talking about it.
Hey, Later 2. Bravo.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Carr. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone,
I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
You're mine.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, Delta.
Crunch.
Shoot right. Get set. OP.
Rush in. Rush in. He's coming.
Express.
We got double up. Double up.
Carr now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
29.
Kill.
Go. Back. White. That's it.
Carr will try it again on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Attack!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ricky. He goes to you.
15.
Nice try.
And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
A gain of 36 yards.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Express. Put that down. Hey, Charlie.
Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check. So we got man. Hatchet. Low. Check 99. Chance.
Yo, Chief.
Tighten up.
Again, it's Carr. Open man is hurt. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
General West.
And the Raiders first down.
Express. Bud.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Orbit.
No. Hey, switch gears.
Get down. What's up?
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
44's Mike. Check.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Say.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Watch QB drop. White Monday down.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. On the line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You go tank. You got tank. You got Econ. 132 fight.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
36, 36.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color. 10, Mike 19. You better be afraid. Topper, Topper. Afraid of me.
Check, check.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Rapid. Slam.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike, 53.
1, later 1.
Kill. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ain't no way.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Express.
53. Mike. All day, pump. Check. 53.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch
1, later 1.
Shotgun now for Carr. Catch is made by Hurd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
44. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, 7:34.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Fofo.
Express.
Mike Fofo. Hey.
93.
Let's get off the field, D.
On 1st and 10, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. An offensive coordinator saying, yeah, Darren, you have it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On the ground, this is Williams. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We're good. 185. Take 4. Kill. Easy. Kill.
Mike Popo. Cut. Watch the twist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
43.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run it again with Williams. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Express.
Mike Popo. Drop deep.
Get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Hurd. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check safety. Check safety.
93. 93.
44 is Mike. Check. Here I come. Check 20.
Express. Hey, exit. Here we go.
To throw his car. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. A good pickup there of 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
53 is the mic. Bring it.
29. 29.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Express.
Let's go, G.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6-18. Hey, dude.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3.